This is London Southbank, a hotspot for parkour and freerunning in the UK. The young men shown are both freerunners. Pip Andersen, a professional from Taunton, and Jordan Thomas, an upcoming talent from East London. Both of their lives have changed for the better after discovering parkour and freerunning. This is Pip Andersen, also known as Piptrix, and this is his story of how parkour and freerunning changed his life.
My name is Pip Andersen. I've been doing parkour and freerunning for like 7.5 years, 8 years. I'm 21 and I'm from Taunton, trying to move to London at the moment. I was 14 years old when I started parkour. I got into it from watching Jump Britain, and I was just like, I can't believe that there's something that I do that is actually like aimed towards something. So it's actually has an aim rather than just me going, hey, I'm jumping around being an ass. So yeah. Parkour and freerunning is my whole life because that's my job at the moment. So it's kind of, yeah, if I didn't have it, I would be, well, I could be unemployed, homeless, on the street, who knows. I have no idea. It's a massive, massive part of my life. Yeah. I try to train at least every day, but it's obviously weather dependent and whether you can be asked and whether there's people out and training with you and stuff like that. I've learned everything that I've learned over, as I said, like 8 years of jumping about, learning stuff off of other people, learning off of YouTube videos, and yeah, I mean just general seeing other people moving, kind of copying what they're doing. I would probably say that I do freerunning at the moment because it pays the bills and I absolutely love it. There isn't any other hobby that I would ever want to do. So I'd probably say my biggest accomplishment in parkour is probably the MTV show, but I just recently did a Bollywood film as well, so I'm pretty proud of myself with that. I would hope that it's changed me for the better. I think that it's probably changed me. Like, I'm calmer now than I was when I was younger. I was pretty violent and had, like, my mum thought I had ADHD, so I was like just kind of off the walls all the time. But this kind of gave me something to put all my energy into. As I said, like I was definitely pretty angry as a kid, and I was always creative, but there was always like sports that wouldn't let you be creative. So then as soon as I found parkour and freerunning, I was like, oh, this is like something that I can actually do to a great standard and be creative with it. It's sick. My advice to new freerunners would be, don't rush your progression, because so many people think that they have to do all these massive tricks really, really fast. But they are watching people that have been doing it 6, 7, 8 years. So you really do have to look at where they started and, you know, learn from their mistakes, obviously. But you need to start small, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you find that you pick up stuff a lot quicker if you work on the fundamentals first. I kind of hope that I'll go from freerunning, like in films and stunts and stuff, into acting rather than doing this, because I know that you don't really have a huge lifespan with freerunning. So I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to exit freerunning gently rather than being like, I can't do it anymore because I'm disabled.
This is Jordan Thomas, a young talent who's not your stereotypical teenager from the rough borough of London he is from, and here's his story of how parkour and freerunning changed his life.
Do that all the time.
Yo, basically when I left, once the flats, going to the 15th floor, and just going to show you what Leytonstone's all about. Yeah, as you can see, we're on the top of Leytonstone blocks. Yeah, like before I was freerunning, I was like doing drugs, like smoking weed quite a lot, and I was involved in gangs, and like it's not a good way of living. Until I started freerunning, I stopped like being around certain people, like bad people. Like I used to walk around with like a knife, like when I was like 14 and that. So like, you know what I mean? Freerunning pretty much changed my life. My name is Jordan Thomas, I'm 17 years old, from Leytonstone, East London, and I've been free running for 4 years, and it's my mate Bradley, my mate Jacob, they both free run with me as well. I was 13 when I first started free running, and the issues, I've had a couple injuries, I've had a lot of achievements as well throughout my time, and yeah, I'm just trying to make a name for myself, to be honest. It's changed my life majorly, like.
So it gets away from that violence and that.
Yeah, like it's really rough around here, so like if there was any trouble to be coming up to me, I'd be easily able to get away. And like if I was about to be chased by people I don't want to be chased by.
Please.
Yeah, I can just have a quick getaway.
It's like a part of you, isn't it?
It's a part of my life. I nearly got sponsored by Urban Free Flow. I was sponsored by Drunken Monkey, and I had the opportunity to do a job in Spain, but that didn't go according to plan. So yeah, getting sponsored is probably my most achievement. This is Canal Park. I used to train here when I was like 14 years old. I used to be in here every day of my life. It got pretty bad, like it's a proper rough park, and I haven't been here for yonks. Being here feels a bit weird now. But yeah.
Now back to Southbank with Pip and Jordan as they have a break from their training.
I would say watch some YouTube videos, watch my videos.
Lots of
Tutorials from any of your favourite freerunners. This is much more difficult. You're combining the cat pass precision and the dive cat pass together. But yeah, just like watch tutorials and don't be like, try not to push yourself like further than like your body's capable of doing yet. Yeah. Is the main thing.
Make sure you know your own limits.
Learn your limits, yeah. The difference between parkour and freerunning is in parkour you have to be a beast and actually face your fears head on, and it's mainly from the idea is that it gets from A to B as fast as possible, but it's more about self-improvement and just being a pro at all sorts of jumps.
Parkour is really what?
Movement.
Yeah, it's movement.
Parkour is movement.
Extreme movement on your feet.
And then freerunning is more like you're trying to show off and do tricks and being a fancy pants.
And being a show off.
Which is completely unneeded.
No, because like if you know what you're doing, then you won't hurt yourself as much. But it can be dangerous if you're trying to do things that you are not capable of, and just trying to kill yourself, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous when you don't quite know what you're doing yet, or you're taking risks that you shouldn't be taking yet. Parkour and freerunning is definitely something that you need to, like, once you look into, it's way bigger and more thought-provoking than you thought. And when you first started, you're like, oh yeah, it's just jumping off walls, it's just being a badass. And then you start you start doing it and realizing that it can actually really improve your way of looking at life.
Whilst Jordan and Pip were training, a young man walking past showed interest and asked about how to get into freerunning and parkour.
Browsing across the internet, they told me that you actually train called Korea. Yeah?
Oh yeah.
So what basically is the training schedule? What time?
People come here on Saturday and train here from 11 o'clock till whenever. So if you want to come down here on Saturday,
sure. I'm actually a beginner. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter like what.
No, everyone helps each other out.
Everywhere. Anyways, I'd be honoured really to come. So Saturday, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
that. Sure.
Sweet.
Thanks a lot.
Take care, man.
Thanks a lot. God bless you. God bless. Thanks. Oh my God. Yeah.
Look.